Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Welcome back for another video. Today we're talking about profitability versus liquidity, making more money from your coins or getting your coins for cheaper and getting or stacking more ounces. This is a very individual question, so I'm throwing the question at you. Is your stack more profitable or is your stack more liquid? Before we jump into this, make sure to smash that like button, support channels like us in the stacking community that throw out information or just make entertaining content. You know, the silver community is fairly small, so just liking the video goes a long way. But anyways, let's jump into this video. I'm going to do a lot of pro and cons to each side of this. Maybe if you're a beginner, this will help you kind of figure out the direction you want to go and just make it easier for you, because I think it is very important when you first start stacking to figure out the direction you want to go. You make less mistakes. You can, focus more on specific coins where you're going to buy from, and save a lot of money that way as well. So I think it's really important to ask yourself, are you trying to be a long haul stacker, a quick flipper? What type of silver you're going to purchase and why, and also think about how you're going to sell as well. It's very important. So obviously profitable coins make you more money, but liquid, the liquidity route is less stressful, and it's a lot more convenient. If you have a lot of profitable coins, it can be harder to sell in the future. So I don't know if you have an eBay page or a good relationship with your local coin shop or however you're going to sell, but obviously coins like American Eagles generic silver is a lot easier to get rid of. You don't have to find a specific buyer. You're not going to have to pay PayPal and eBay fees. It's a lot safer that way as well. Profitability protects you from spot price, almost always guaranteeing that your coin's premiums on return. So if you're buying a lot of higher premium stuff, at least if spot price goes down and keeps going down, at least your coins still are appreciating. Liquidity doesn't promise the same returns, but you can stack more ounces in return, lowering your dollar per cost average, and your core stack, which is also very important when you're stacking silver. You want to lower your dollar per cost average and get as much silver as you can for cheap as possible. Try to range your dollar per cost around spot price. Now, there are certain ways to take advantage of this. Some people use the gold to silver ratio. Instead of trying to find deals or even spending any money out of your pocket, you can use the gold to silver ratio, either selling or buying silver or trading your silver. In better words, you trade your silver or gold. Once the gold to silver ratio fluctuates, either getting free silver or free gold on top of that. I've made videos in the past how to do this. It's basically just saying, if this gold to silver ratio's 100 to 1, which means it takes 100 ounces of silver to purchase 1 ounce of gold, and then the gold to silver ratio goes down to 90 to 1. That means it takes 90 ounces of silver to accumulate 1 ounce of gold. Then you would sell your 1 ounce of gold for the 90 ounces of silver, earning a free 10 or keeping the other original 10 ounces that you had before. And then you would have 10 ounces of silver and 1 ounce of gold. And then if it goes back up to 100, then you would sell your 100 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold. It's kind of confusing to just sporadically say it out there, but a lot of people do use this to their advantage. I've done it before. It is a cool way to do it. It just depends on how rapid it's fluctuating or how fast it is rising. Right now it's around 90 to 1 at all-time highs, so it could be something you could take advantage of, especially if you are into the world of gold as well. But anyways, there's also other ways to do this, not the gold to silver ratio, but lowering your dollar per cost average, and that would also be by finding good deals online. I made a video yesterday talking about JM Bullion's beginner starter pack where you can get 10 ounces of silver at spot price. I also shared another link where you can get 2 ounces of maple leafs at spot price, and there's tons of sites out there. It's usually one per household if it is something like that good of a deal, but there's definitely places out there where you can get some good silver, pure silver for spot price or close to spot price, and that's definitely going to help lower your dollar per cost average, bulk up your stack and just accumulate as much silver for as cheap as possible. Premium coins also do require more knowledge and patience especially when selling, but if you're a beginner, I would not be buying coins like Morgans and trying to figure out the markets of coins that do take some understanding. These coins move at different weights or different measurements than your standard silver coins like American Eagles or even pandas do. Pandas are not numismatic coins. It definitely requires some knowledge and some type of just an understanding or understanding when it's coming to if these markets are going to fluctuate with spot price, with premiums, how easy it is to, or how easy are these coins to get off in the future? Do they, if they are going to appreciate, are you going to be able to sell them to someone who's going to, that's willing to pay that price? Because that's a lot of times you might have a coin that, and you can say that coin is worth X amount of dollars, but if no one's going to buy that coin off you, is that coin really worth that much money? Mintage numbers are a good way to look if the coin is actually worth, a good starting point. I have a coin that's only minted 5,000 that will ever be minted, and that's a really low number, especially for a coin that's a PF70 Ultra Cameo, a really nice design. So I know that would be highly sought after. I have the certificate showing exactly which number it is, and that's something that you definitely want to consider or think about when you are paying higher premiums, is how are you going to be protecting these coins, because storage is very important. If I don't know if that means buying the dehumidifiers, the silica gel packs, the tarnish strips, but that's definitely something, especially having patience when you're selling. You're not, if you have these highly profitable coins or coins that are pretty expensive, it's going to take a lot longer to sell them. You're not just going to be able to go on eBay, list it in one day, and get your coin sold. And if you do, that means you're going to have to probably be selling it for a lot cheaper than you really, that you intended, or that you wanted, most likely losing money. If you really want to get your price, it's going to take time to find a specific buyer. And also, there is a much smaller market for higher premium coins. A lot of people buy silver just for the metal content. There's not as many collectors. There is a community out there, but it's just not like going to your local coin shop and just selling 10 eagles for around spot price. Liquid coins are less risky and can be returned almost immediately if needed be, and that's really important. Go to your local coin shop, see what type of silver he likes to purchase, because that's most likely where you're going to sell. My local coin shop pays me damn near the same prices for pandas as he does eagles. So when I go to sell pandas, I know I'm not going to be taking my pandas there. I'll probably be selling them on eBay or some type of site where I know that I can get those premiums back. It would be silly of me to sell all of my pandas and kookaburras to my local coin shop knowing that I'll be losing money. And that also goes into play of how are you going to sell, where are you going to sell, and when are you going to sell. I always say think about how you're going to sell before you buy, because that's very important to think about. A lot of people just buy and don't think about selling, and that's very important. You can lose a lot of money that way. Storage and protection is also a must, especially with profitable coins, where a generic silver doesn't need as much maintenance. I already kind of went over that. You can buy coin capsules. There's tons of places where you can buy lots of protection for your coins. There's coin capsules, there's coins tubes. I usually use the black gaskets, wearing gloves, making sure you don't get smudge on them or anything is also very important to ensure the condition of that coin, because if your coin, even if it says MS70, if it gets a milk spot on it or something, that coin's condition is gone. You're gonna have to sell it for an ounce. So if you are buying these coins for $70+, 100+, $200+, if that condition gets ruined, that coin is going to be sold for a lot less than you paid for. You will be losing a lot of money, and I really need you guys to understand that, because I would hate for someone to think that they're still going to be able to get that profit back or that premium back, and because you definitely won't. Now, this is the part of the video I'm going to go a little bit into diversifying, because most people do diversify. It really is important. Diversification is definitely key, and a lot of people do stack both, but your core stack, especially in the beginning, should be more liquid coins to build a foundation. Get as much silver, just get as many ounces as possible, and then you can start venturing off into some coins that you like or some more expensive ones, but at least have a core stack, an emergency stack of just as much silver you can, as much silver for as cheap as possible. lower your dollar per cost average, get, a couple hundred ounces under your belt of some Eagles, some stuff like that, just bullion, and then start to buy some more, numismatic graded coins and stuff. That's what I did. I definitely think it's smarter, and it allows you it really allows you to take some time and understand how these markets work. Start to get more knowledge under your belt and really start to get a sense of how these coins work, how they appreciate, when they appreciate, and you just get more of a sense of direction in your own personal stacking journey, because everyone's stack differentiates drastically, and maybe you will start veering off in a different direction in a couple of years from now, or a couple months, and you won't stack the same type of coins as you thought you would. So that's definitely something to think about. And also, this goes for bars as well. There's profitable bars like the 10-ounce Tombstone compared to a 10-ounce Sunshine Mint is a large premium fluctuation. But if you try to sell those two same 10-ounce bars to a coin shop, they'll give you the same price, even though the Tombstone's a lot more expensive. So that's something to think about. Even if you do stack, or even if you do focus more on bars, there are definitely some more profitable bars compared to more liquid bars that are just for the bullion content, compared to the bars that have character, that even have mintage numbers. So that's something to think about as well. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.